Ever felt lost in a sea of foreign words, just trying to order lunch or enjoy a song? You're not alone. What if you could go from huh to hola in just 7 days? Join me, Mr. Spanish, and let's break down the language barrier. Fast! Welcome to day 1. The secret to learning a language? Fall in love with its culture. Watch their movies, taste their food, dive into their stories. When you're passionate about the people and their world, the language becomes your key. Your linguistic love story begins now. You've dipped your toes into the cultural pool. Now it's time to find your why. Why this language? Why now? Your reason is your supercharged battery. It can be simple. Maybe a friend, a trip, or a song. Write it down. That's your North Star. It's not just for a grade, it's for you. Welcome to day 2. Today we're not memorizing thousands of words. We're starting with just 20, the most powerful, essential words you'll use every day. Think, hello please, thank you, yes, no. Make flashcards, say them out loud, and carry them everywhere. This is your magic key to real conversations. You've got your 20 words and your flashcards, but how do you make them stick? Use active recall and vivid associations. Picture a glass of water or a cat wearing a cake for gâteau. Watch your favorite show and hunt for your words. Review before bed and get ready for day 3. Welcome back, language legends. Today we're channeling our inner toddler, simple, direct, and fun. Forget grammar, just build sentences with your word blocks. I like pizza, you are awesome. Mix and match, keep it super simple, and say them out loud. Simplicity is your superpower, trust the process. You've mastered toddler sentences, high five. Now let's expand your sentence empire, one block at a time. Add a word like very much. I like pizza very much. Try a question. You like pizza? Just change your tone. With a few new words, your communication grows fast. Build your fluency, one simple creative sentence at a time. Welcome to day 4. Tired of boring word lists? Today, use your eyes. Connect words directly to images. See an object, say the word in your target language, and hear yourself say it. This triple whammy makes learning fast, fun, and memorable. See it, say it, remember it. Okay, so you've started connecting individual words to pictures. Now let's level up and play Pictionary with our brains. But like, for sentences. Remember those simple sentences from yesterday? I like cats. The sun is hot. Instead of just thinking about the words, let's create a mental movie. For I like cats, picture yourself, a little stick figure of you is fine, no need to be an artist, smiling with a big heart floating over your head, next to a cute purring cat. You've just turned a boring string of text into a memorable, emotional, visual story. Our brains are wired for stories, not for abstract data. This technique is incredibly powerful because it adds context and emotion, which are like superglue for memory. It's one thing to memorize le soleil est chaud, the sun is hot. It's another thing entirely to picture a cartoon sun wearing sunglasses, sweating and fanning itself. Which one do you think you're going to remember tomorrow? The one that made you chuckle, right? So get creative. The funnier, weirder, or more dramatic your mental image, the better. I want coffee. Picture yourself crawling through a desert, gasping, reaching desperately towards a giant steaming mug of coffee on the horizon. See? Unforgettable! You can use this for more abstract concepts too. How do you visualize a word like because? Maybe you can picture a big arrow pointing from a cause to an effect. For I am happy because the sun is shining, you could visualize a smiley face. Then a because arrow pointing to a bright, shining sun. You're essentially creating your own system of hieroglyphics. This isn't about drawing masterpieces, it's about creating simple, consistent symbols that your brain can easily recognize and decode. It makes grammar less intimidating, and more like a fun puzzle to solve. So for the rest of day 4, be a movie director in your mind. Take the sentences you've learned and turn them into mini-scenes. Use symbols, use icons, use stick figures, doodle them in a notebook if it helps. The more you engage your visual and creative brain, the less it feels like work, and the more the language will stick. You're building a rich, interconnected web of meaning, where words aren't just words. They're pictures, stories, and feelings. You're not just learning a language, you're experiencing it, and that's how you make it unforgettable. Congratulations, you've made it to day 5. You're more than halfway there and you've already built a solid foundation with words, sentences, and visuals. But now it's time for the scariest part for many people: speaking. The fear of sounding stupid, of making mistakes, of someone laughing at your pronunciation. It's real. So, how do we get over that? We start by practicing with the most patient, understanding, and non-judgmental language partner in the entire world: yourself. That's right, today you're going to talk to yourself. And it's not crazy, it's strategic. Think about it, you're available 24/7. You don't have to schedule a call. You won't get embarrassed if you mispronounce a word 100 times. You can practice in the shower, while doing dishes, while walking your dog. It's the perfect zero-pressure training ground. This is where you take all the theoretical knowledge, the words, the sentences, the visual cues, and you make it physical. You have to actually move your mouth and make the sounds. Language is a muscle, and if you don't exercise it, it won't get any stronger. Talking to yourself is like lifting weights for your tongue. As the wise Mr. Spanish says, you're your best practice buddy, and he's totally right. Start by narrating your life. Just describe what you're doing using the simple sentences you've been practicing. I am walking, I see a dog, I am making coffee. The coffee is hot. It might feel silly at first, but stick with it. You're activating a different part of your brain. You're moving from passive learning, reading, listening, to active production, speaking. This is a crucial leap. It's the difference between knowing the rules of basketball and actually getting on the court to shoot some hoops. This constant self-talk does 2 amazing things. First, it builds muscle memory for pronunciation. You'll get used to the unique sounds and rhythms of the language. Your mouth will literally learn how to form the words correctly through repetition. Second, it makes retrieval automatic. When you need a word in a real conversation, you won't have to dig through your mental files for it. You've already said it a dozen times to yourself while making breakfast. It will just pop out. So embrace your inner monologue today. Be the main character in your own foreign language film. So you've started narrating your basic actions. I open the door, I sit on the chair. Awesome. Now let's take your inner monologue to the next level. Let's make it a conversation. You're not just a narrator anymore. You're the host of your own talk show, and the guest is also you. Ask yourself questions and then answer them. Again, keep it simple. What am I doing? I am reading a book. Is the book good? Yes, the book is good. You're practicing both asking and answering, which are 2 fundamental parts of any conversation. This is a fantastic way to practice those question words you learned. Where am I going? I am going to the store. What do I need? I need milk and bread. You're creating a real-world context for the language, even though it's all happening in your head or muttered under your breath. This process helps you to start thinking in the language, which is the ultimate goal. You're not translating from English anymore, you're generating the thoughts directly in your new language. It's a huge mental shift, and it begins right here, with these simple self-conversations. Don't just stick to narrating the present, try talking about your simple plans. Use the vocabulary you have. Today, I go to work, then I eat pizza. It might not be grammatically perfect for the future tense, but who cares? You're communicating an idea to your most forgiving audience, yourself. You can also describe things you see in more detail using the adjectives you know. I see a car. The car is red. It is a big car. You're combining all the elements you've learned so far into a flowing stream of consciousness. The key for today is volume. The more you talk to yourself, the better. Don't worry about being perfect, worry about being silent. Silence is not your friend today. Fill your day with the sound of your new language spoken by you. You will make mistakes. You will forget words. You will have to look things up. That's part of the process. Every mistake is a learning opportunity. Every time you talk to yourself, you're building confidence, fluency, and the courage you'll need for the next step, talking to other people. So go on, have a chat with yourself. You're great company. You've practiced with your mirror, your cat, and even your rubber duck. But now, it's time for the real challenge, talking to an actual human. Yes, it's scary. Your palms get sweaty, your mind goes blank. But remember, mistakes are badges of honor. Be brave, be bold, and just go for it. Looking for a practice partner? You don't need to travel, just use language exchange apps like Tandem or HelloTalk. Start with simple texts, then try voice messages, and finally, video calls. Don't be shy. Mistakes are part of learning. The goal isn't perfection, it's connection. That's an awesome goal. You did it. Take a bow. You've survived 7 days of linguistic boot camp. Look back, just a week ago the language felt like an insurmountable wall. Now you've chiseled away at it, brick by brick. Today, rest, review, and recognize your awesomeness. This isn't a test, it's your victory lap. You've earned it. After you've taken your victory lap and reviewed your progress, it's time for the most important part of Day 7 celebrating. That's right, you need to reward yourself. Learning a language is hard work, and every milestone, no matter how small, deserves to be acknowledged. You just dedicated an entire week of your life to expanding your mind and connecting with the world in a new way. That is a huge deal. This isn't just about memorizing words, it's about personal growth, discipline, and opening yourself up to new cultures and experiences. That deserves a party. So, how should you celebrate? The possibilities are endless. You could cook a meal from the country whose language you're learning, go find a recipe online in the target language if you're feeling extra spicy, and challenge yourself to cook something delicious. Or, have a movie night, find a film from that culture, put on the subtitles, in the language you're learning, of course, and see how much you can understand. It's a fun, immersive way to reward yourself that also doubles as extra practice. It's like eating a vitamin gummy, it's good for you, but it feels like a treat. Your celebration should be as unique as your learning journey. Maybe it's buying that book you've been wanting to read, or finally ordering from that authentic restaurant you've been too intimidated to try. The point is to do something that makes you happy and acknowledges your achievement. Positive reinforcement is a powerful tool. When you associate learning with positive feelings and rewards, you're much more likely to stick with it in the long run. You're training your brain to think, hey, when I do this language stuff, good things happen. It's basic human psychology, and it totally works. And as you celebrate, take a moment to truly appreciate how far you've come. As Mr. Spanish says, look how far you've come in just 7 days. From zero to, well, not quite hero yet, but definitely a certified sidekick. You've taken the first, most difficult steps on an incredible adventure. This week was just the beginning. It was the proof of concept, the demonstration that yes, you absolutely can learn a new language. You have the tools, you have the momentum, and you have the confidence. The world just got a whole lot bigger, and you're ready to explore it. And there you have it, folks. The 7-day challenge is complete. We've journeyed from falling in love with a culture to actually speaking with the people who live it. We've learned that the secret isn't some magic pill or a chip you implant in your brain, though that would be pretty cool, not gonna lie. The secret is consistency, a positive attitude, and the courage to make a whole bunch of hilarious mistakes along the way. It's about making learning a part of your daily life, even if it's just for a few minutes. This week wasn't a race to the finish line of fluency, it was the starting pistol for your lifelong linguistic adventure. Remember that progress is not always a straight line. Some days you'll feel like a genius, effortlessly stringing together complex sentences. Other days, you'll struggle to remember how to say water, and that is perfectly okay. It's all part of the process. The key is to never stop. Keep talking to yourself, keep finding new people to practice with, keep watching those movies, and keep listening to that music. Immerse yourself in the language as much as you can. Let it become the soundtrack to your life. The more you surround yourself with it, the more natural it will become. The beautiful thing about language is that it's not just a set of rules and words, it's a key. It's a key that unlocks new friendships, new perspectives, and new ways of seeing the world. Every word you learn is another step into a different culture, another bridge built between you and millions of other people. You've already built the foundation of that bridge in just 7 days. Now all you have to do is keep building. Don't let the momentum fade. Take what you've learned this week and apply it tomorrow, and the day after that, and the day after that. So what are you waiting for? The adventure is calling. A whole world of new connections and experiences is waiting for you, just on the other side of that first hello. Don't put it off until tomorrow or next week. Your journey starts right now. Take that first step. Mr. Spanish and I are cheering for you every step of the way. We believe in you. Now go out there and be awesome. Start now. Learn fast. Have fun. Hasta pronto.